Hey guys, welcome back to Big Lou TV. And as you can tell, with the wearing the colours, I'm looking forward this week to Melodifestival coming back this weekend. So excited! A lot of people consider it one of the best national selection shows, don't they, in the continent? And I'd have to agree. It's amazing. 28 artists now. It used to be 32, didn't it? And they've reduced it a little bit. But that's fine. Keep the quality good. That's what we want. So I thought I will quickly just review Heat 1 and what I'm looking forward to. And I've got things. I got this all when I went to Sweden the other year for Stockholm Eurovision. Oh, yeah. Got the programme. Got this from Sweden. And this is my woolly hat, which I've got lots of goodies in. Like I've got pulling out the hat. So it's sort of like my adopted country, the one I support, other than the UK, because I'm from the UK. So, because you take it so seriously, and I wish we did in this country, but our broadcasters just don't put in any effort, really. So, I sort of always supported you. But then again, I sort of support all of the Nordic and the Scandinavian countries, because I love your selection shows. But anyway, we're going to quickly then review this one. I've got things to pull out the hat, and then I will talk about each one. And each week, I'm going to try and do this for each heat. And I've got some other things in the hat that are not necessarily just about this heat. So, we'll see what I pull out then. Out of the hat. Okay. What's the first one I'm going to pull out? Paul Ray. Now, I believe, wasn't he? He was in this last year. Was it Talking in My Sleep? Is that the song? I think it is. And, I didn't actually add it to my Spotify, but I believe it did quite well, didn't it, this one? I would hope that he brings a better song, because you always say that when the year they come back the following year, you want to step up and you don't want to go back, and maybe you want to bring something new to the table. So he's not one I'm super excited about, but that's just because I wasn't a massive fan of his song last year. But I know how popular he was. So he's one of them in this heat. So tell us what you think, guys. Are you looking forward to Paul Ray being in it? Not one of my favourites in this heat, but there you go, he's in it. So we shall see. I think he's fourth, starting in position, fourth. There we go. On to the next one. What's next? I'm going to pull out the hat. Now how do you say this now? I'm not 100%. Kadiatou? Is it? Is that how you say it? Now, I just read up on her that she was on Swedish Idol, wasn't she, the other year? And I believe she's bringing some sort of dance track. I think she opens the show. So it'll be interesting to see what she does. And they like to put an upbeat dance sort of song as the first, don't they, to get you up and going. I've heard the stage is brilliant this year, and massive, so that'll be good. So, and I don't think she's competed before, has she, in Melodifestival? So I'm looking forward to this. I always look forward to the new artists, but obviously before the heats every year, you don't know, do you? A song will come along that you've never heard of before, like an artist, and then end up being your favourite each year. And that's the great thing about Melodifestival. So you never know, she could end up having one of my favourite songs. Could be a new artist for me to follow. So yes, she is in this one this week. Tell us anything else you know, people, about her in the comments. Right, so yeah, dance number. I like a good upbeat song. Definitely. Right, what else am I going to pull out of the hat? Is it now? How would you say Arvingarna? Oh yes, I remember them the other year from the song I Do. I liked. Were they on treadmills? But they moved to one side and they did some cool moves. And I thought the song was really catchy. I know it was virtually all in Swedish too, wasn't it? Apart from the chorus, I do. So I really like that. I did that for my Spotify. Been listening to that, and actually I researched them the other day, and I didn't realise they represented Sweden, didn't they? Was it 1993 with the song Eloise? I didn't know they went back that far. And I listened to it. I thought it was quite good. There were people in the comments saying they should have won it that year. What do you think, guys in Sweden? So Arvingarna. Yeah, I'm sorry if I've said that wrong. And they're back again. I will very much look forward to these because they do bring a lot of energy, and it's classic Swedish music, I would say, what they've been bringing. Love it. So very much looking forward to these. Right, next one. Yes, we're flying along. Ah, right. Danny Saucedo, is that how you say it? Oh, he's had some good songs over the years, hasn't he? Melodifestival, hasn't he? Twice, was he also in a boy band before, wasn't he, as well? So I remember it's In the Club. Now, back then, 2011, I was a big Eric Sade fan. And I've actually got a few of his albums. I should have brought them for the video, actually. But anyway, the Danny's songs, he was unfortunate in the club to come second to Eric, wasn't he, 2011. So he comes back the following year, and I think a slightly better song. I don't know if it was as catchy, though, as In the Club. But then he was up against Loreen, wasn't he? And, well, he wasn't going to win, was he? So it's going to be interesting to see him come back. I hear he's singing in Swedish this time. And I have read that he's been a bit downbeat about a lot of gigs and things being cancelled in the last year. And so this was a good opportunity for him to come back into the show and, well, you know, make good for publicity and actually to do a gig as such. So he says he's not actually in it to win it. But of course, he would love to, I'm sure. I like another song he sang, Delirious. I don't think it had many views on YouTube, mine, but I thought that was a really good song. So he's got a good catalogue, and it's good to see him back after all these years. So we'll just see how he does. And I think he's last, actually, in the running order. So this will be interesting to see how it goes. Right, good luck, Danny. Right, here's the next one. Natalie, is it Natalie Brydolf? Is that how you say it? Now, she's also someone that was on Swedish Idol, wasn't she? And I believe this is her debut in Melodifestival. I read it, I think it's a ballad or a strong song. I don't think it's a dance song from what I read. So this will be interesting to see, because I don't know much about this girl. So what do you guys know? I always like finding the new artists. I mean, you should see my collection. It did start CDs even 10 years ago. I was a bit late to buying all digital things. I like physical copies of stuff. So you should see how much. Maybe I'll do a video one day showing all my Swedish CD collection. So I wonder if she's going to be a new person I end up liking. No, I do love a ballad. So, and I don't think there's many ballads in this this heat. So probably this is going to be the ballad of the heat. Let me know if I've made a mistake, guys. But yeah, that's what I hear. So it'll be interesting. Good luck. Right. What else have we got? Ah, yes. See, this is some of the things I've put in the list, which isn't necessarily just to do with this heat overall. So yeah, I hear there's going to be no crowd. So I think that's quite disappointing, actually. But I guess it's been planned for months and they want to be safe. That's why I hear they've put a lot of effort into the stage and other things. So this should be quite fun. I know it'll be disappointing, but at least it's on. At least Melodifestival is on, and at least we can all watch it. So yeah, but let's hope they can still bring as much energy, even though there's not going to be a crowd there. That's what I would hope for. Okay, what else we can draw at the hat? Ah yes, Jessica Andersson, isn't it? I was thinking how you say it. Oh no, I really like. She's the one I'm most looking forward to in this heat. Her song the other year, Party Voice. Oh, that was good. It was typical, wasn't it? Swedish Schlager, but with an updated modern sound. So I really, really like Jessica. And then the one before, she was like Can't Hurt Me Now. That was a nice ballad. And I'm glad that reached the final too. So she's good at reaching the final, isn't she? They're the two Melody Festivals I've watched that she was in, because I started watching them around 2010, around that time. And she had one thing just before that, didn't she? I Did It For Love, which is actually on my Spotify. And that's a good ballad. But I only found out the other day that she represented you in 2003 as part of that duo. That song, Is It Give Me Your Love? I never knew that, even though I know that song. So it just shows you how far she goes back. I think the song's called Horizon. And I also think it's got one of my favourite writers in this one, Frederick Kemp. And he's wrote all of my favourite songs. He used to write a lot for Eric Sade, I think, Man Boy, Popular. He writes a lot of the Schlager hits, and I love that sort of sound. That's my sort of music. So yes, let's hope she brings something similar to Party Voice, and if it's got the same sort of writers, like I say, then I expect so. So I have high hopes for this. But I've seen the running order, she's third or something, so that doesn't always tell you the producers think it's going to be maybe a certain to qualify. I don't know. But very much looking forward to Jessica. Oh, yes. How many more have we got in? We've only got 2 more things in here. I think there's one more. Oh, there we go. Now, how'd you say this? Lillasyster? Is that how you say it? Now, this is the rock band, isn't it? Oh, I love a rock band. I loved Eclipse and Dynasty. I'm a massive fan of Dynasty. You'll probably see me wearing one of my Dynasty t-shirts at some point in a video. I love them, and I found them out through Melodifestival. So I love a good rock song. The only thing is, the Swedish people, you just generally don't vote for them. Even when I think you've got an amazing song in your heat that's rock or hard rock, metal, it rarely gets voted for. And then even if it makes the final, which is hard enough it seems, it never then gets anywhere near the winning. Like, it's normally 6th or 7th in the final. So I'm glad they've actually got a rock band, because some years they haven't even had one in the lineup. So I'm really looking forward to hearing what these bring, because I love that genre. I say I love any genre as long as it's catchy. That's the main thing for me. It can be opera, it can be pop, it can be rock. It's got to have a good rhythm, it's got to have a good catchy beat, and then that's what I like. And the singing is important, definitely. But the beat, the melody, that's why I think it's called Melodifestival. You're so good, the Swedes, at making good melody. I think it's your best export for the world, music. You're so good at it. So yeah, looking forward to seeing them on Saturday. I think I've got one more in here. Oh yes. So I have actually been talking about the running order, haven't I? I mean, I think it's interesting and it's Christer Bjorkman's last year, isn't it? So I always see how he does his post-it notes for how to do the running order, and he puts different genres in each semi-final. I think that's a clever way to do it, to mix it up. But they always generally put the songs I think they're going to get through in certain positions, don't they, in each semi-final and things. I don't know, I'm not a big fan of that. I think fair enough if you want to seed the songs within each semi-final, but I think it should be almost a random draw still, what position they go in, because I think it sometimes gives an unfair advantage to certain songs, and then a song that might already struggle to qualify then gets given, I don't know, the dreaded, no one likes second position, do they, in any, even an actual Eurovision itself in the final, that's the dreaded position too. So I don't know about what I think about this. I actually made this little list about the previous winners. Right, can you see this? Back from 2010 up to last year, and what position they were in their semi-final when they performed. So I look at this list. There's only one person, for instance, that was in the second semi-final that won. She was in 6th place, Sanja Nielsen, and I think that was the last year. There was 8 in each semi-final as well. So she's the only one that's won from the second semi-final, and there's only been 2 people that have won from the third semi-final. Robin Bengtsson, and it's weird actually. Robin in 2013. That's odd, isn't it? And then he actually won Andre Chanson, didn't he? Oh no, I've got that wrong. He's in the 4th semi-final. But yeah, that was an interesting year for him. But interesting, obviously. Here's some winners. First in the first semi-final. This was last John Lundvik in the 4th. Last in the first semi-final. Last in the 4th here for Mons. You got another one. 8th place, that was last in 2012 in the first semi-final. So it's just interesting to look at, isn't it? And then compare. So for instance, in this semi-final, Danny Saucedo is in the final position. So, again, they know he must have a lot of fans already, so maybe they think he's going to get through, so maybe give him that position. But then, again, maybe that just gives him even more of an advantage. But he's singing Swedish this year, isn't he? And you haven't voted for a Swedish song to represent you for a long time, have you? I wouldn't be worried about that. And anyway, some of the winners then might change that song to English, even if they win in Swedish. I'm not sure. But it's just really interesting to see, isn't it? But from basically what my chart tells me is, if you're in the first semi-final or the last semi-final, you've got a greater chance of winning just on statistics, and maybe they've placed you there because they think you're going to win. Just interesting, isn't it? I'll just put it there for a second. You can have a little scan of it. It might not be exact. I think it's pretty accurate. I think I've looked them all up well. So yeah, I'm really looking forward then to this semi-final. Tell us what you think, guys, about the artists in this semi-final and things you're looking forward to and other bits and bobs. And like I say, I will be doing more videos or try and do a preview of each heat again with maybe some other things in the hat as well. Just a bit of fun. So yeah, hope you enjoy it, everyone, and I'll be watching it on Saturday night here from the UK on the internet. Yes. So yeah, enjoy, people. Tell us what you think. And get me some more information if you like, because there's probably a lot of things for some of these people I'm unaware of. All right. So I'll see you again, some guys. See you later. Bye.